The only time of the year that I don't make soup is in the heat of the summer. Otherwise, it is always soup season here at the Silly Kitchen. Take you through a really delicious and easy chicken and spinach soup recipe. It will warm your soul. It is actually low carb if you want it to be. I will give you some additions, exclusions, and things that you can do as well at the end of the video, but let's go ahead and build all of our flavors and get this soup going. Tablespoon of butter into my stock pot, and I'm adding 1 sliced onion in and letting that cook out. Now, spinach and lettuce have been crazy expensive, so I actually tested out these bricks of frozen spinach that are so economical. I highly recommend them, especially for soups and stews. They work really great. I'm adding a can of diced tomatoes and covering it up so that we get that all melted up. About 15 minutes, and all of it should separate with a few stirring sessions in between. Now, if you need to know how to make a shredded chicken, I will link a video in the description here, but that goes in next, fully cooked already and shredded up. I'm going to season with a bunch of salt and a ton of pepper because I absolutely love a peppery flavor in this soup. I'm not adding a whole ton of seasoning here, as you see, just a little bit of the basics. It goes a long way. 4 cups of chicken stock to finish up our soup, and I'm going to cover and let it simmer for another 20 minutes or so, and that is going to be the entire recipe. With all of those flavors coming together in your beautiful soup stock pot, I think this is just a wonderful, comforting, and filling soup that will make everybody in the family happy. At least it does in my household. Now, a couple of things here. If you want to add some carbohydrates into the soup, you are welcome to. I suggest throwing in some cheese tortellini. Ooh, that would be really good. Or cooking up some pasta on the side and then adding it in as you serve it with the bowl. I don't recommend putting pasta right into your big stock pot when you're making a lot of soup like this, because I find then it overcooks and it sits in that liquid, especially if you have leftovers, and just becomes mush. So whatever pasta you might be choosing, which would pair wonderfully with this recipe, cook it on the side and add it into your bowl when you are serving it and ready to eat. The other thing is, with most of the soup recipes that I have on the Silly Kitchen, these freeze wonderfully. So making a big batch like this, whether you're a household of 1, 2, 3, or 17, if you have a big batch like this, put it into some containers that are freezer safe. I usually like to use the sort of 2 cup to 4 cup containers for soup, and that way when I am hungry and I'm not in the mood to cook, which yes, it happens, you can pull that out of the freezer, give it a thaw, and then enjoy a beautiful hot bowl of soup any day. It's always a pleasure when I get to share some recipes, ideas, tips, and tricks in the kitchen with you. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon.